Listen up. When people reject you, whether it's a job, a relationship, a project, whatever, they're not rejecting you. They're rejecting their own discomfort around your potential. You're not the problem. It's their fear of what you could become, and their discomfort with what that might mean for them. I'm going to break this down for you with no BS. First, let's chunk up and chunk down. Chunking up is looking at the big picture. Imagine you're standing at the top of a mountain. You see everything, the whole landscape. Chunking down is zooming in, looking at the individual trees, the rocks, the paths. And if you don't understand something, you break it into smaller parts. Focus on the specifics, and then zoom back out. Got it? Now let's work through this idea. For example, job rejection. You apply for a job. They don't call you back. What happens? It stings. You feel rejected. But wait, the company doesn't know you personally. They don't care about you. They care about their comfort zone. Maybe they fear you'll be so good at the job that you'll outshine everyone. Maybe your potential makes them nervous because it threatens their own. Does that sound familiar? Of course it does. You've had moments where you were rejected in life. Maybe you didn't get that promotion. Or maybe you didn't get picked for that project. And what did you do? You looked at yourself and thought, what's wrong with me? Nope. Wrong assumption. It was never you. Their discomfort around your potential. That's the real issue. And when you realize that, you get the freedom to start moving. You stop taking things personally. You stop thinking it's your fault. You get your power back. Now let's chunk down. Think about why people are uncomfortable with potential. It's because people fear change. And your potential is a direct threat to their comfort zone. It's threatening because it means the world is changing. And people hate that. They want things to stay predictable. So when people reject you, they're rejecting the idea that things might change. That's why they resist your potential. And guess what? When they resist your potential, they're essentially resisting their own growth. In social situations, ever been in a group of people and they're all talking about the same old crap, the weather, the traffic, whatever boring, safe topic they can get their hands on, and you bring up something real to the table, suddenly the energy shifts. They start giving you the side eye. You can feel the discomfort. That's the rejection of your potential. You're pushing them to think differently. You're raising the bar. And some people, they can't handle it. But here's the deal. It's not your job to make people comfortable. You're not here to play small. You're here to change things. So let them squirm. When you show up fully, unapologetically, you give them a choice. Either they adapt and grow, or they stay stagnant. Either they choose to elevate their thinking, or they stay in their comfort zone. That's their choice, not yours. The science of rejection. The brain is wired to protect you. It's constantly scanning for threats. When someone sees your potential, your ability to grow, your ability to rise, they get scared. Their primitive brain screams danger. Not because you're dangerous. Because you could be a mirror to their own potential. And that's terrifying. The fear isn't about you, it's about them. Their brain doesn't know how to handle the shift. Your growth puts pressure on their sense of self. They might think, what if they leave me behind? What if they outgrow me? It's not personal. But damn, does it feel personal when it happens. They're rejecting their own discomfort with the idea that they're not living up to their own potential. And guess what? You can reframe that rejection into something else. You're not being rejected. You're just too powerful for their current thinking. Your potential is triggering them. And that's good. The fears that you've got. You're scared of rejection. You're scared people will not like you. I get it. Nobody likes being disliked, but guess what? If you don't embrace your potential, if you hide it because you're scared, you're rejecting yourself. And that's far worse than any external rejection. When you hold back, you're staying stuck in a shitty pattern. You're caving into the fear. You're running from something that has no power over you, unless you let it. Your fears, they're just stories. Your brain is lying to you until it tells you the rejection will kill you. It won't. It never has. It never will. Breaking free from the old patterns. Here's the truth. Life is full of patterns. Most of the patterns we get stuck in, they're designed to keep us small. Like people pleasing. You're terrified of upsetting anyone. So you suppress your ideas, your brilliance, your potential. You dumb yourself down. Guess what? That's not helping you. That's you choosing discomfort over your future success. Stop that shit. Self-doubt. You second-guess yourself. You think you're not enough. You think you're not capable. That's you letting fear control you. And fear is just a habit. Break that habit. Perfectionism. You wait until everything is perfect before you act. You're waiting for the right time, the perfect opportunity. That's another way of staying stuck in fear. Perfectionism kills momentum. Pacing and leading to powerful change. This is where the magic happens. This is where you connect with people's current reality and you guide them to a better place. You pace them by understanding where they are. Yes, you get their fears, their worries, their concerns, and then you lead them to a place where they see their discomfort isn't real. You show them they don't have to stay stuck in these limiting beliefs. You teach them to embrace growth instead of shying away from it. When you pace them, you don't push, you don't force. You guide them by getting inside their world, then showing them a way out. When you speak to their deep-rooted fears and show them the potential of stepping up, you create a bridge between their reality and the life they could have. And that's where the change happens. Now when it comes to you, do the same for yourself. Notice where you're stuck. Pace yourself through the discomfort. Then lead yourself into a higher state of being. Why this matters? This is all about freedom. It's about letting go of the bullshit stories that you tell yourself. It's about owning your potential and not letting anyone's discomfort stop you. When you believe this, your whole world opens up. No more rejection, no more playing small. You step into your power. And if you're afraid, tough shit. Fear is a liar. And if you're afraid of people's reactions, screw them. It's not their life, it's yours. You don't need their approval to live fully. Your life will change when you stop giving a damn about how others react to your greatness. You'll start leading by example, and when you do, people will either follow you or they'll get the hell out of your way. Now go be that powerful version of yourself. Step up, rise, and stop letting anyone's discomfort around your potential hold you back. If you need permission, I'm giving it to you right now.